you can, perfect. And with the PDF instructions, you should be able to set this up. And if you have any issues, you could email me and I could guide you through that. But yeah, today I'm just going to show you how to do a lead generation ad. And let's see if I can screen share now. Not yet. There you go. Thank you. And I just gotta, which one is it? Okay, this one, I think. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna go, so once you have your Facebook, your Facebook business page, right? Actually, I'll start from scratch that way. If you guys don't know how to get to this section, just move this to the side. There you go. So you open up your Facebook and you're gonna go to your business page, right? So it's usually on this left side bar over here. You click on your business page. And once you see this section right here on the left side again, you click on Ad Center. And then you go into Tools. Where's Tools? On the Tools bar. And then you click on the little three dots that are over here. And that should take you to your Ads Manager page. There's also a link, but I just find that the easiest way. And then you go to your Ad Manager account. So for us, it's Realty Executives Plus. You should have your own. Usually you have a personal one and a business one. So you just want to make sure that you're on the correct one before you build your ad. And yeah, so this is the page where we start building everything together. So I'm just gonna redo an ad. If you have any questions, you can ask me as we go along. And so we create, and it's gonna ask you. This is very straightforward. So it's gonna ask you what the purpose of the ad is, and we're just gonna focus. I'm not gonna go through explaining each one because each one does something different that we're not gonna use. So let's just focus on the purpose of this ad, which is leads, right? So we click on lead generation and we click continue. And in here, we will create the campaign. So the campaign is something that you can reuse over and over again. This is basically like where you select your settings for your ads. So you're gonna have your ad. You're gonna have your ad set where you have your preferences, your target market, and then you have the ad itself. And that is the variable. That is something that's gonna be constantly changing depending on if you have a new listing or if you wanna do a different type of ad for whatever the reason is. But mainly the campaign and the ad set stays the same, and then you just keep adding ads to that campaign. So for this campaign, I'm just gonna type in test or demonstration, right? So I'm just gonna type in demo. And this part over here where it says special ad categories, this is something really important. If you don't do this, you will get your account deactivated by Facebook. And once it's deactivated, you won't be able to use it again, and you have to create a new Facebook account. So you just have to make sure that you click housing. It's just Facebook standards now, regulations. And it automatically selects the country for you, so you don't have to worry about that part. In here, we just leave it as auction. The campaign objective is leads. And in here, you can spend. You can put a spending limit. I usually don't put a spending limit, like a monthly spending limit. What I do is I just select how much we want to spend a day. And for this type of ad that we've been running, we have received over 80 leads in a month and a half. And yeah, we've been spending around $5 to $7 a day. And from what I've seen on the billing side, we've only been spending like around $250 per month on this ad. You can do an A/B test. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about what we're not gonna use. The A/B test, you can create 2 different ads and see what works best for you. But I find you get really mixed results with this A/B test. So let's just focus with what's already working. Yeah, just don't bother with this part. And the campaign budget. So we turn that on, and this is where you get to select how much you want to spend a day. So we're just going to type in $5, and we just let it for the highest volume, right? So you will start getting a lot of impressions. Now you won't get charged for the impressions. The impressions are good, but it's just the number of times people see your ad. What you will be charged for is every time people click on your ad or they fill out the form. Now, if you leave it on highest bid, Facebook will try to push this ad to people who are more likely to fill out the form based on the algorithm. So you don't have to worry about people just clicking on your ad to just charge up your bill. The Facebook algorithm, I found that it's most of the impressions that we have, I would say like 30% of the people that click on it actually fill out the form, which is pretty high compared to some other ads that we've done where like before this algorithm was in place. So yeah, just make sure you have the highest volume, bid, and then daily budget. You get to pick. If you've never done an ad before, you can just try to select a lower amount to see, just to run a test one. But usually we just keep it between 5 and 10, and we seem to be getting really good results with those ad sets. Do you guys have any questions at the moment? Before I continue? No? Okay. Just gonna go through really fast. So we're just gonna continue. And in this part, and this is where we get to pick the ad sets. So I'm just gonna pay a demo. So if you saw when I was typing, I already have other ad sets done, and this is for many other ads that I have. Once you create ad sets, they're just there forever on Facebook. And so every time you create an ad, you can play around with your ad sets. What your ad sets done is basically just your target market. So if you have a different target market every time, or you know what I mean, or if there's ones that are recurring one, you can just keep it there. You don't have to rebuild this. So I'm just gonna click in demo because we're gonna do a complete brand new one. And in here you get to click what kind of conversion you want. We want to stick with Facebook forms. Facebook likes when people stay on Facebook, so they usually don't like people clicking outside of Facebook. So and they really push their tools. So if you're using most of their tools, you're gonna get better results. So we're gonna stick with Facebook forms. You can lead them to your website, but Facebook forms really does get you the best results. It's super quick. It doesn't push them out of Facebook, and people are more likely to click on their information because it auto fills their information on the form. So they don't have to type in their name. They don't have to type in their phone number. It auto fills it for them. So it's just a matter of signing up. So it's just easier to get that information from them. So we leave it on instant forms. In here, you just double check that it is your page, right? If you manage multiple pages, sometimes this might change. Like right here, we have 5 different pages, but we want to do it on the Realty Executives one. And in here, if you want to select an end date for your ad, like if you don't want to keep track of when you want this ad to end, then you can select an end date, or you could just leave it running. We usually just leave it running because we have ads running 24/7. But if you're concerned about going over budget, I would suggest you put an end date. And in here, we create the audience. The audience works the same way. Once you create your audience, you can save it and keep using the same audience over and over again. And you can have multiple different audiences. So, for example, I think yeah, it's not showing me the other, since I'm creating brand new ad sets, it's not showing me the ad sets that I have for the other accounts. So, so let's just create some new ones. So in here, you can't touch the age. You have to leave it for, like, if you change this, you will get your ads rejected. I've tried many times to do a more detailed targeting, but Facebook in Canada is really strict with sorry, what's it called? I forgot. My mind just went blank. But yeah, just don't touch the age gap. And don't also, it doesn't even allow you to change the gender or anything like that. It's very broad. If you remember at the beginning of the ad, you selected housing. Facebook just wants you to trust their algorithm to for their targeting. What you do get to pick is their interests. So that is something that you get to do. So if you do on detailed targeting, you click edit. And the word I was looking for is discrimination. They stay away from, yeah. So on demographics, before I used to have a little guide that you would have to type in for interest. So you have to be really specific with interest. Now what you can do is you just type in, they made it really simple for you. So if you type in, let's say, real estate, and you click suggestions, it gives you all the different interests that Facebook highlights. And it tells you the size of their target market. So right now you see 5 million to 6 million, and you just go around clicking every single one that you think applies to your ad for target market. So, and yeah, you just keep doing this over and over again. So like first time home buyer, first time buyer, you just select all the ones that you think apply to the purpose of your ad, to your target. And yeah, so right now we're just doing condos, but like I said, this is a fake ad, so I'm not gonna really go through everything that I did for the other one. I will show you the real ad at the end, so you guys can see what the structure of it was. But yeah, I just want to guide you through.
Is there an ideal number of interests you should be choosing?
Not really. Before Facebook made all the changes, there was an ideal, and this bar over here would change all the time. So if you keep it really narrow or broad, as long as you're not on the yellow, on the like, if you're too specific, you're not gonna get too many results. Right. So you want to keep it a little broad. So as long as you're in the green bar over here, you should be fine.
Okay, perfect.
The more interest you put, the narrower it gets, and you will see this bar changing from green to yellow or to red. I would say green and yellow is safe. Red is just too narrow, and I think that's mainly if you have like a very niche market that you want to like go for that. But yeah, so once you select all the interest, and yeah, just make sure you always select suggestions, because if not, you will find yourself clicking, like having to type it every single time. So if you type in real estate and you click on one, it'll close and you will have to go back in and do it again. So you type in real estate, click suggestions, and then you just go along clicking every single one that you want. Or if you have another one, another interest, you just type it in, see if it's in there, suggestions, and yeah, just do the same process over and over again until you feel like you finally think you have the correct target market. And you can always go back into Facebook and change your target audience. So if you feel like this interest doesn't apply to this audience, you can remove it and so on. You can always modify it. And once you save it, it'll be there for you all the time. So when you create a new ad, you don't have to do this over again. You can just go and select whatever target audience you create. And When it comes to placements, so placements is asking you where you want your ad to be shown on their platforms. And this includes Instagram. So it's not only Facebook. So it's talking about like Facebook stories, Facebook feed, Facebook Market, basically every single tool that Facebook has to push your ads. You get to pick where you want to show up. Also on Instagram. I usually just leave it on recommended, because when we go back in, we can edit it and it'll give us a better preview of what the ads will look like. And if you don't like it, you can deactivate it. If you clicked on manual placements, you kind of have to modify every single one yourself. I'll show you guys when we get to that part. But yeah, I usually just leave it on recommended and I work my way through there. And that's basically it for ad sets. It's really just picking your audience and yeah, where you want your ad to be shown. And then we get to the ad part. And that is where you need to have your, and here we select the page. So yeah, so this is where we create the ad. Again, always make sure that you're on the correct page. If there's any misinformation, Facebook will let you know, but it won't get your ad running. So you will get error messages like we're seeing right here. And these error messages are coming up because we don't have any graphics in it in there right now. So it's just an empty ad right now. So once you select where you like the source of your ads, we do ad setup and we create an ad. Now we can do a single image or a video. Videos seem to work more for stories or for Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. And then I just like to keep it super simple on their feeds, right? I've tested many videos and images before, and before I used to think that video was much better, but people don't stay to watch your video. So it's just better if they get as much information as they can, like simple, straightforward information on an image, and then they keep scrolling. It's different when they see a story or a reel, because it was meant for that purpose. It was meant for video format. So it's just easier to consume. And also, if you're gonna do a video, try to keep it short, 15 to 20 seconds. If you do longer than that, it's just might as well, if you're gonna do a video, do it 10 to 20 seconds and then do a link to a website if you really want them to see your video. That way they don't stay on Facebook, and because they're more likely not gonna watch. And if your videos don't do well, Facebook is not gonna push them as well because they want people to stay on Facebook. So let's create the ad. So I already have some graphics done from an ad that I already have. And so if you have multiple single image, if you're just wanting one ad, right? And if you have multiple condos or multiple listings, what you could do is you could do a carousel where you can add, where you basically you're paying for one ad, but you're pushing many different listings. I do this when we have when we have different condos. But from experience, the single image one does much better. We get way more leads through that one. So we're just gonna stick with single image right now, or video. We're gonna do both actually, because we also have the video for the reels. So we're gonna do single image, and in here on Add Creative, you're gonna select add media, add image, and in here you should have all the different images that you've uploaded to Facebook. You can also go and select from posts that you've had. So if you're already posting like on your feed, you don't have to upload it here. You can just pick it from one of the previous posts from Instagram or Facebook. But I usually like to customize my ads, so I just usually just create a specific one for Facebook, and yeah, just upload it myself and just do it from here. So we're gonna click on this one. Also keep it 18 by 10 by 80 pixels. So just square. If you, I don't know how you guys do your ads. I usually do them on Canva. And Canva offers you a lot of templates to create your ads, and they're usually 10 by 80. But yeah, sorry, 10 by 80 on Instagram, and stick with that. If you go on Canva and you type in Facebook ads, it'll try to give you a wider ad. But if you do that, you will have to create a separate ads for each one, like different sizes. So it'll force you to start changing all the sizes for all the different placements on Facebook. So just if you keep it 1080 by 1080, it'll be uniform for all the different placements. So in here we click this.
And how would you upload a photo from your desktop?
From your desktop. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see. Change. So if we're back here. Actually, this page is different. Gonna delete this one. There you go. So we're gonna start over from scratch. So add image. And if you don't want to upload from your desktop, you just click upload, and it'll take you to your desktop, and you click whatever folder you want. Right now I have Rex Condo ads, right? And I have all my different images right here. And yeah, you just click whatever which one you want, and it gets uploaded. Once uploaded, you can preview it, and yeah, you just click on it. Also on the ad, I just want to talk about this part. Just like I said, keep it really simple. Mention what it is, the address or something really catchy, an image of the listing, and then at the bottom, don't go describing like the features of the house or the listing. Just tell them that if they sign up, that's how you will provide them more information, right? If you provide information in pricing on Facebook comments are really nasty. The comment section, you will get roasted on the Facebook section, on the comment section. So I just like to, if people are really interested on your listing, they will click sign up, and that's the people you wanna keep in contact with. So and also on the comment section, always monitor the comment section. That way you can just hide the comments that negatively impact your ad, right? Because people will leave nasty comments on your ads regardless. So just always stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, once you select once you want the image that you want, you click on it, and it'll give you a preview. And this is what I was talking about. If you click on the really wide one on Canva, it's a different sizing. I can't remember what the numbers one, but if you stick to the 1080 one, it'll fit on every single one. And it'll give you this warning because it wants you to do a full page. And if you do want to do that, you can do that. But if you do it this way, it also gives you space at the top of the bottom to type in more information when we get to the next page, where you actually have to type in a little bit of description on what this listing is about. So yeah, just select this one, original, always original, and it'll be 1 by 1, not 9 by 16. So that you don't always go with the recommended one unless you have a specific sizing for Instagram that you want to use. And once we do that, it removed all the warning signs from our page over here. And if you click on these ones, these are just previews of what your ad will look like on all these different placements. So Facebook Market, Instagram Explorer, Facebook Reels, and so on. And that way you can have a better view of what your ad's going to look like. If you don't like it, you can customize each one. And here, where is it? Stories in here. So if you want to customize one of these, you go on this section over here where it says media, and there's a drop-down menu for each one. And you just go, if you hover over each one, it tells you what where that preview is going to be from. So if you want to change the Instagram story one, then we look for it over here. So Instagram story, and we click at it. And in here we can change it. If you want images or you want videos, or you want to upload it yourself, you can also do that. We're just gonna leave it as is, and I'm gonna go back to the other page where we have the ad running, so I can show you the video and what it looks like. But yeah, this is just if you want to edit, if you want different images on different ads to see if maybe you want to test something different. I just like to keep it uniform. That way people are always getting the same ad over and over again. And eventually, if they did find it interesting the first time, they might click on it the second time. If your graphics look different all the time, they might not keep track of exactly what it is you're trying to get them to do. On your primary text, this is where you type in your description. I usually have a notes section on my laptop where I just type in like a format on here. I'm gonna get it over here. You guys probably can't see, but I'm gonna copy and paste it right in here. And this section right here where it says sign up. Yeah, so I usually start with the title, coming soon. And I use the same template for every single listing. It works. So I just stick with, if it's working, I don't want to change it. So yeah, the name of the condo or the listing, the address, coming soon to wherever neighborhood or city. You tell them where it's located, and then you just give a brief description. You can do very detailed, but also try to keep it spaced out. So if you see I have a lot of spaces in, that way it makes it easier to read. And at the end, you always remind them of who you are, or if you're or your brand, right? So you just type in your information, and they will constantly see this throughout your ad. So when they click on the ad, and then here when they're reading the description, and then later on in the form, when we're creating the form, we're also going to type in this information, so they're constantly seeing it all the time. The other part that I had that says sign up for priority access, that I deleted, that was meant for the headline. And I also the same thing. I just keep the headline the same. You can have multiple different headlines. I just find out that the simple, and if you're simple and straightforward, you do get a lot more clicks. So I just stick with this one, sign up for priority access. And when you if you look at the ads, they all say sign up. So you're just telling them exactly what to do. And since you're not giving out too much information on your ad, if they are interested, they have to click. If you give out too much information on your graphic, if you're giving out the pricing or more in-depth details, they'll just look at it and move on, right? But yeah, just kind of keep it mysterious and just tell them exactly what to do. Description, you can type in a description. I usually just leave it empty because they're already getting most of the information over here. And even when you look at at Instagram Reels or Instagram stories, they do get the photo of the ad, and they also get a little description here. And if they want to read more, they click more and they get all this. And they also get to sign up. So the description and the primary text, the primary text usually is the first thing that pops up in their feed. So they're more likely to read that over your description. If you type in your description, they will get they will get like a little menu over here, and it will say read description, but it won't show up like this. So they're more likely not going to click on read description. I would say description is mainly for products or yeah, products, or if you have, yeah, just not realistic. Just keep it simple. Primary text, headline, graphic, straightforward. And since we selected Facebook forms over here in destinations, if you scroll down, I have all these different forms ready. And I don't think it'll let us, let's try to duplicate one. Because yeah, one second. Yeah, there you go. Once you create a form on Facebook, you can't change anything on it. So making a Facebook form, just make sure that you don't make any typos, and that you are asking all the questions that you want to ask. Because once you click publish, that's it. It's done, and then you have to redo the whole process again. It's pretty annoying. I don't know why Facebook doesn't allow you to edit the forms, but yeah. And if you do want to reuse like make a change, you have to make a copy of it, like I just did, and it'll tell you exactly what you have on your previous form. The annoying part is when you're trying to integrate it into other CRM systems, you will have the same form showing up over and over again. On the right. So I'm just gonna change this name right here. That way I just know what this is. And yeah, so this is our Facebook form. Again, very simple. You repeat the information. So you have the LJM condos coming soon, sign up for more access. And then again, your information, your name, your website, if you want to type in your phone number. But yeah, really straightforward. You give your intro. If you see on the form over here, once you have this information, you do want to change this graphic right here, because it'll automatically fill it with your Facebook ad, the graphic that we had before, where you the red and blue one that we had. I just like to pick a picture, just a raw picture for like a rendering or the neighborhood, and that way it's just the background. Or else if you just keep it like the way it does it, it'll show up like the ad, and it just doesn't look as clean as this. Yeah, so on intro here is where you change it. If you want to upload your own, so use the image from your ad, that's exactly what I meant. It covers up the whole image and it just doesn't look good. So I just use the uploaded image, and I upload it myself. You can change the image as well. It works exactly the same way. You get to upload it right from your desktop. And your greeting. So again, always repeating yourself, your call to action button. Learn more from our priority access again, and then we repeat the same paragraph. Questions for exclusive detail package, and then I usually just want to get the email, full name, and phone number, because that is the information that you can work with on your CRM systems. If you ask more questions, they might be intimidated by that. And so if you keep it simple, yeah, it just gets people to sign up more, and that way you can just integrate this into your CRM systems and have access to these leads through there. But yeah, just their email, full name, phone number. We don't want a category, privacy policy. You type in your disclaimer. Now the disclaimer section, forgot. You get this from your company website or your personal website, like your business page website. If you go on whatever website, if you go on the Realty Executives website, see if I can show you guys here. So let's type in Realty Executives.ca. Can you guys see my screen over here? Can you guys see the website?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, this is where you get the privacy policy. You click on that and you want to copy all of this, copy and paste all of this. Or you can do that, or you can just click on the link, copy and paste the link into it. And yeah, so you have the disclaimer and you copy and paste it right here. Oh, another thing is Facebook doesn't like if you use Bitly or Rebrandy to those are just websites that shorten your links to simplify your links. Facebook doesn't like that. You will get your ad rejected, so just keep the original website. Don't use any websites that to enhance your your link. Anything else I should mention here? Message for more leads at the end is where you could get them to your website. So once they go out, once they see your ad, they click your ad. They submit their information, which will be auto filled. Then you get them to the last page where you give them a thank you, and you give them the option to visit your website if they want more information. And yeah, and that's basically it for ads. It's very straightforward, simple. This is like I said, there are many different types of ads, but these I just wanted to focus on lead generation and something that's been working for us, and it might work for you. Yeah, just keep it simple and be repetitive with your call to action buttons, and the more simple it is, the more results you'll get. And once you click publish, this is the fun part. Once you click publish, Facebook is gonna review your ad. It usually takes about 2 to 4 hours to give you an okay, and it'll tell you if you need to make any changes to your ads or not. If you don't click on the housing section at the beginning, like I said, they don't even give you a warning. They just block your account. So just make sure you always have that on. And they'll just kind of give suggestions on where to make changes. And you just go back into the ad, and yeah, you just make the according changes.
Will Facebook tell you explicitly what the problem is, or do you kind of have to go in and figure out what you did wrong?
Okay, so I'm going to close this and show you. So you see campaigns over here. Let's go back into this one, and I'm going to show you what it does. So once you have many campaigns, you click on the one that you want, and if you want to see which one's having issues, you select it over here. You can make sure you have the check, and then you go on ads, and then we have this one over here, which is this is an old one. So we click edit, and it'll give us a warning unless it fixed itself already. Usually they show, so yeah, it's not showing anymore. It was showing before. Usually you get those yellow warning icons or red ones. And they'll be placed on the areas that needs attention. So it won't tell you exactly what it is, but it'll tell you what section you need to fix. And usually what I had most issues with was the links, because I was using bit.ly to shorten the link, right? I just wanted to be able to track analytics, and just Facebook didn't like that. Facebook kept rejecting the ad over and over again. And then that's how I figured out that they want you to use raw links, because they're trying to prevent scams and stuff like that. They don't want you to click on a link that redirects you to something else. They want you to be straightforward. They will go through your website to make sure that you're not scamming anybody. So yeah, just keep a raw link straightforward. And yeah, so now let's take a look at the ad that we have. So this is the actual ad that's running right now. Once it's running, you will get a preview of how many likes it has, how many comments it has. Most of these comments, like I said, they're hidden. There's only a few ones that I allow people to see. The positive ones, you don't want people to see the negative ones. It's just people complaining. And yeah, same thing, very straightforward. I did exactly what I showed you guys on the other ad, except on the video section, we have where is it? On the video section, we have on the reel section, we have a video running, but it doesn't want to give me a preview now, of course. Maybe let's try this. No, this one's done. Oh, if you have a website, can't show you this here, but if you have a website, you can create a pixel here, a Facebook pixel. And with the Facebook pixel, once you click on, so Facebook pixel, I think we already have one, so it's not giving us the option. But if it's the first time you create an ad, you will see a menu around the section here where it'll ask you if you want to create a pixel. You click yes, and it'll guide you through on how to create one. The pixel, what it does is allows you to track how much time people spend on your ad, or if they click on your website, Facebook will tell you how many times they visited your website, how much time they spent on your website, and specific areas. It'll just give you a bigger breakdown of their attention on your ad or your website. So you do that by creating a Facebook pixel, copying and pasting that link into a section of your website that you want to keep track of. So if it's your landing page, you go in, and if you have a moderator, you can just send it to them so they can do it for you. But if you do it yourself, you go into your website, and if you have a specific landing page, you go and edit your landing page, and you type it and you copy and paste it into there. That way you can just have more in-depth analytics into your ads to see how they're doing. But yeah, this is mainly it for Facebook ads. You just want to have your graphics ready, and yeah, just this section right here. Just very straightforward. If you want a cheat code, let's see if I can do it here. If you see an ad on Facebook that you like, let's see, let's see if we can do it with our own website. Let's see, executives. I do this all the time. I like to see what others are doing and study them, study their ads, and see if it works for us. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to think of somebody that. One second. I'll be right back with this. And let's do. Yeah.
And then how
One
easy
second.
is it to connect Facebook ads to Prime Agent?
So, okay, so once you have your ad running, which is the first part and is the most important part, before you even try to linking these, just make sure your ad is already running. Then you want to, you already have a Prime Agent account, so just make sure you have a Prime Agent account. You create your Zillow account and your Zapier account. So the way it works is your Zillow account will be linked to your Facebook, and then like you have to follow the instructions on the PDF. But Zillow gets the information from Facebook. Zillow sends it to Zapier, and what Zapier does is sends zaps. But what it means is just pushes your leads into your Prime Agent. But if you don't have your ads running already, it won't have a way of knowing where you're getting this information from. So it will create even if you already have an ad page, like an ad account, it won't be able to find the ad, right? So just make sure you already have one running with some results, and that way you can do a proper test. Because if there are no results in there, you won't have nothing to push, and it'll just keep creating error messages. What I was going to show you that I couldn't show you, if you go on Facebook, and let's say you find a page, if you can test it out with the Realty Executives page. You go on Facebook, and you go on about, and you scroll down a little bit, you will see on the about section, you will see something that says page transparency. So once you click on page transparency, it'll give you more information about Realty Executives, but it'll also give you a menu to see all the ads that we've been running. So if you click on see all, so it'll say page transparency. It'll give you the date or like when the page was created, and it'll give you okay, hold up. Let me do some screen sharing right now. I think it's working. There you go. Okay, so here it is. So realty executives, about, and if you go on see all, you'll go to ad library, and it'll show you all the ads that we're running, or all the past ones. And if you click on details, it'll tell you exactly the settings, like all the settings that we chose for this ad. And if you like an ad that if you see an ad on Facebook that you like and you want to like test it out, you can do that. So you just go on their page, at page transparency, and take a look at their settings and what they're doing, and just give it a try. See if it works for you.
That's good. It kind of gives you a blueprint of what to do.
Yeah, and I like to study many different ones. If I see somebody that has a successful ad, I like to see what they're doing. And yeah, I don't necessarily copy their entire thing, but I look at the structure and see what's working for them.
Yeah, that's great.
And yeah, no, that it's like I said, it's very straightforward. Once you do it a couple of times, you'll get the hang of it. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, on the PDF that I shared, it'll give you a complete breakdown on how to link all these different pages. But yeah, you want to make sure you have your Zillow page, an account with Zillow, an account with Zapier, and that's it basically. Because I'm pretty sure most of you guys already have a Facebook business page and a prime agent account. If you have all those 4 running, you should be able to follow all the steps in that PDF.
And for anyone watching this not live, the PDF will be sent out with the link to the recording session. So everyone will have access to that. Does anyone have any questions or comments about ads?
Yeah, this was more like a demonstration. If you want, I can do a PDF and send you guys instructions on how to do this. If you guys don't want to rewatch the video, I can do a breakdown of how we got through everything. And yeah,
that would be great.
Just like in a PDF format.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah. I definitely need to add that to my notes. I had no idea how to make an ad before today, so that's good. I'm glad I learned something new.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, and yeah, just if you're just going for leads, just stick with lead generations. Don't play around with all the other features that they have. I've already played around with them, so I already know that the lead generation ones is the one that works for real estate, gets you the most results, and yeah, that's just stick with that.
Yeah, it's been working great for us. If I don't have any more questions, I don't think anyone here has any more questions. Thank you so much, Jake. This was awesome.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
The PDFs when we have them or after this session, so everyone can kind of go through this and really up that lead generation. I think this is going to be key to advertising, especially if there's people that are wanting to get away from print marketing. This is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the number one tool for Facebook ads that I use is Canva. 1080. Just keep that in mind, and that's it. I will try to get this PDF ready by next Wednesday, and I'll send it over to Michelle so she can send it out to all of you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining us. This has been great for me, and I hope it has been great for you. Thank you
very much.
Bye.